Hey, Mario coming in!
Guys, we are Podprov. We do an improvised podcast, so all we need to get started is for somebody to yell out a suggestion. Sandwich! Sandwich!
Did I ask you a little about sandwich?
Sandwiches, sandwiches, sandwiches. This is a show about sandwiches, sandwiches. What kind of bread do you want? What kind of bread do you want?
Rain, please.
What kind of bread do you want? We're gonna find that out.
Welcome to the Sandwich Hour. That's right, it's the only show that gives you an entire hour of chat just about sandwiches. I'm
Oh, well,
Lorraine.
Monica, we like to think it's about a little bit more than sandwiches.
You caught me. You already caught me in the every week here on the Sandwich Hour. One of us tells a lie. You already caught me in my lie. You already got me. Good job, Chester.
I wanted this week to be my week to tell a lie. Shucks.
You know, we could always institute a new policy because here at the Sandwich Hour we play fast and loose with our rules.
We do, but not that one. One lie per show, the rest is truth, everybody.
As Chester already pointed out, I'm Monica, and you heard Chester. But let's go ahead and introduce all of our other guests here today.
Well, I'm sorry. One of our guests was about to speak. I'll let him introduce himself, but I will introduce the other guest. This is actually it's a man named Mark Rubin. And Mark Rubin has actually been the owner and operator of a local German restaurant. Rubin's Rubin for the past 10 years. And we are just so delighted to have him on the show today. Rubin.
Hi.
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 I'm delighted to be here. I've never been. Never been on this. And they cannot see me. We're not recording, right?
No, we're recording, but they can't see you. It's a podcast.
Just voices.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know you were actually German.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, the accent throws people off. Because we moved a lot. But we ate the same food all the time. So that is how I learned to cook.
I also ate the same food a lot all the time. Jared Fogle here. Gentleman who lost 177 pounds eating Subway sandwiches. Sponsored by Subway, eat fresh.
Wait, Jared, are you still under contract?
Yes, I am. I do commercials every once in a while with athletes, and other than that, they make sure I don't gain any weight. Seriously, there's a lot of pressure on me because that's the only way people know me, and I'm now visible, and so when people see me, if I get even a little bit, like let's say I gained 5 pounds one week, then they start saying, oh, what's going on with Subway? They're not healthy anymore? And I go, guys, I'm on vacation. Cut me some slack.
It's a podcast. No one can see you. It's okay.
I did not bring a story.
That's fine.
It's totally fine, Ruben. You know, that's like we said, we don't just play fast and loose with our rules. We play fast and loose with our format.
Okay.
You know? And it's not going to be all stories today. But we do need to introduce our other guest.
What's up, man? My name's Hector Reefer, and I Instagram all my foods. Probably checked out my Instagram before. It's called Reefer Sandwiches. It's like I get real baked and then I make a sandwich and take a picture of it. I don't ever eat it though.
Hector, last time I checked, you had 30 billion Instagram followers.
Yeah, I'm bigger than Gangnam Style, man. Whatever though, man. I'm just doing it for fun.
You know, let's actually, you know, I think you're the person who I'd like to ask my first question for the day to actually. What makes a good sandwich? For me, I don't mean to answer my own question, but for me, a good sandwich has to be toasted. It just has to be toasted.
I knew it. Always say that.
I know, you know me so well.
I'm sorry. Is no one else is clapping. Are we not appreciative of the others? Or is this just something that I do?
I can answer answer your question.
Thank you.
What makes a good sandwich? Well, for me, it's a Subway sandwich. Because if I go anywhere else, then everyone says, "Hey, look, it's the guy from Subway. He's eating at Quiznos." And I'll say, "Cut me some slack, I'm on vacation. Just trying to see what other sandwiches taste like." But, nope. Good sandwiches are at Subway. 6-inch and foot long, eat fresh.
I worked at Quiznos for a day, man, and like, it's pretty dope how you can put bread in one part of a machine and it comes out the other side of the machine like a different thing, man.
You know, when I was a child, I went to Australia on a
Yes,
trip.
you did.
And you just already knew that. Everywhere we went, they had big industrial toasters, but they were weird toasters. You would put the bread down flat, and it would go on a conveyor belt and come out toasted on the other end. I'd never seen that before, and I thought it was an Australian thing until I got back here, and my mom said, "No, it's just industrial."
It's a Quiznos thing, man. You two are cute together.
No.
Stop. No.
No.
We will never be romantically
No.
involved.
Have I sat in the wrong spot? If you would like to sit closer, I'm sorry. I did not. It's a country.
No, I know everyone. It sounds like Monica and I are in a deep, committed relationship, but we
It does.
have never had any sort of emotional feelings
No.
toward each other, other than just a mutual love of sandwiches.
Yeah.
And that's why we started this podcast. It has nothing to do with the fact that maybe our sexual chemistry would be pretty decent.
Who would know? Who would know? Because
Who
you
would
have
know?
to act on it to find out.
Right, and that's not a desire that either of us have. All we want to do is dish about sandwiches.
My friend Kirko Bangs, he says that sandwiches are the most romantic meal.
Why would he say that?
Because it's true, man. People say true shit all the time.
That's true.
We have to.
Yes, you have.
We
Yeah,
have
we've
to.
already done the lie.
Yes, at this point we all have
We
to
all
speak
have
true.
to.
This is my understanding.
So,
Hey, Ruben, what do you do for fun, huh, pal?
What? What do I do for fun?
Yeah.
I have a yo-yo. This is not fun. You would not think such a simple child's toy, right? So simple, but so many tricks and so many hours of practice. It is what I do other than sandwich.
Boy, it'd be nice to be able to do something other than sandwiches. For me, it's either sandwiches or exercising, or shooting commercials about either sandwiches or exercising. Sometimes I'll be, I don't know, on vacation, just trying to have a little bit of fun, you know? Maybe trying to figure out a new dance move. And then there's a guy behind me going, "Hey, look at this Subway guy dancing." I'll say, "Look, I turned my life around. It was a news story, and yeah, I'll admit, I made a bigger deal of it than maybe I should have been. I went on board with it, okay? But it's been 20 years almost. Just let me have a vacation."
But you do get to meet celebrities. That's pretty cool. You met Shaun White. What was that like?
He's great.
He's a lot like that dude, actually.
nice, man. Me and the flying tomato. That's a part of a sandwich, too.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Some would say the most important part.
Oh, well, Chester would say that.
I love tomatoes. Yes, I do. Gosh, you put a couple tomatoes through a nice two slices of toasted bread, smush them together. That's what I call a lovely afternoon.
It's not a sandwich. It needs like a piece of cheese or some meat or something, and then we just go back and forth.
We go back and forth, and then we tap each other on the
I'm
nose.
sorry. If you two would like to kiss, the three of us can leave.
Yes.
We can go.
What would make you say
Oh,
that?
the only thing I'd like to kiss is the little, the butt of a head of a lettuce.
So middle of the night, I'll come out into the kitchen, and Chester and I are roommates. I don't know if you guys wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Some of the listeners might.
And when we say roommates, we share a tiny little room.
Yeah. There's a divider in between. Nothing happens. But sometimes I come out in the kitchen in the middle of the night, and Chester just standing there with a head of lettuce
Kissing
kissing
it.
it.
I kiss the lettuce.
Kisses it.
I just love it so much.
Kind of weird, man.
Are you scared when this happens?
Oh, he's a sweet guy. He doesn't mean any harm.
Something something about the cool, crisp leaves and the lettuce touching my lips just gets me going.
Hey. Sorry, that is my laugh. Sometimes it sounds like I'm saying hey if I only do it once. But that is my if I laugh more than once, someone tell a joke. Please tell a joke. I feel awkward. Okay.
So Dirty Johnny goes to school, right? Telling a joke.
Okay.
And the teacher says, "Hey, tomorrow, whoever answers this question can leave early." So Dirty Johnny goes home and he paints up some golf balls, black. And then the teacher says, "Okay, class, time for the question." Dirty Johnny rolls the golf balls down the aisle. She says, "Okay, who's the comedian with the black balls?" Dirty Johnny goes, "Chris Rock, see you Monday, teach."
Wow, who would have thought Jared from Subway was a comedian? Look at this guy being a comedian, huh?
I wish I could pursue that interest.
Chester, I think we might have to mark this episode explicit on iTunes now.
I think we might too.
It'll be our first one.
Yeah,
We've been trying to.
I hope we don't lose listeners.
No,
Oh,
I'm sure we
gosh.
won't. If anything, we'll probably gain them.
Oh, let's hope so.
Kurt Cobain says if you have a hobby that you don't pursue, it's kind of like you have a devil inside of you eating you alive.
Who is this man?
I got that drink in my cup. You familiar with that song?
No.
Get a life then, bro.
I just listened to a lot of Vanessa.
Carlton?
Yes, thank you, Chester.
I know.
She doesn't make albums anymore, but you know.
Wouldn't we all just love it? Wouldn't we?
Love it.
Wouldn't we? Love it if she made albums.
Oh yes, I would love
I
it.
know I'm veering away from sandwich territory, but we both love Vanessa Carlton.
Well, I actually had a question that's a little bit off of sandwich territory, but I want to know what Instagram filter you think sandwiches look best under.
Valencia. Valencia. I usually choose to go no filter because I like the way a sandwich looks naturally. But like if I'm gonna use a filter, it's either gonna be B&W, black and white.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned Valencia because last time I took naked pictures of Monica.
What? What?
What, man? It wasn't a laugh either.
What do you mean last time?
Oh, the last time that you know, when we were goofing around like friends do and taking naked pictures of each other.
I remember. Are you? When I was in the shower and you were shouting at me that you were taking photos. Were you in the bathroom?
Of course I was. Where'd you think I was?
In the bedroom.
And I'm screaming, I'm in the bathroom? Hey, I'm not a liar, alright? Establish that. I was standing right there in the bathroom and I was taking naked photos of you because that's what friends do. Strictly platonic friends do that.
Kurt Cobain and I have never done that.
Someone wants to get a picture of me with my shirt off, and they put it on a magazine and said, "Is Jared Fogelin getting Jared Fatland again?" And I said, "I'm on vacation, swimming in a pool. Okay, I was a large man. I lost a ton of weight and embraced it. I embraced that thing. And now it's like a noose that's hanging around my neck."
No, again? No? Never?
It's fine. It's really, Jared, how was this all one vacation ruined, or was it
No, all the time. Think of me. If you saw me anywhere, what's the first thing you would think in your brain?
Subway sandwich?
Subway.
Yeah, and then either, oh, does he look fat or does he look skinny? Is it working? Is it not working? That's what everyone judges me by. Always. No one ever says like, "Oh, Jared got new glasses." They're like, "Oh, God, Jared's learning how to rollerblade." No, it's always, it looks fatter than on TV.
Excuse me, you're Jared.
Mm.
I don't know who you are.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have Subway.
What country?
Gezup?
Wow.
It's very small. But I don't know, I have no idea who you are, so. You tell very good stories, they're sad. That is in my country, people love sad stories. They give us more sad stories. And tell them, and everyone has a very good crowd.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Ruben. You know, actually, on the menu on your restaurant, you say your sandwich to America?
Yeah, because I feel like people here, they eat sandwiches to lose weight, or they eat sandwiches to feel good, and that is not what we do. We eat sandwiches to get a good cry together, and then move on with our lives.
I'd just like to know what you did with the naked pictures. I just want to pop back to that for a second, because I feel like I let it go.
That's not. Come on, buddy.
Why would you want them? I just don't understand what the point would
Because
be.
good friends have pictures of their friends naked.
No, they don't, man.
Yeah,
You want to see that booty, man. If you want to hit it, don't quit it. Get legit and get with it, all right?
I like your rhymes. There's something about them that's just like really natural and.
They're not mine.
Hey,
They're
he's,
Kurt Cobain.
hey, why don't you, he's not cool, all right? He's not the cool here. He's not the cool. Don't get interested in him.
I was just complimenting his rhyming skills. You know how rhymes make me get all silly.
Yeah, I do. That's why I try to do it all the time.
Bro, chill out. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm just sitting here in my Numa, just hanging out, all right?
It's a very nice
It
move.
is a nice move. It's the nicest move I've ever seen. It's bedazzled.
I get bored at night. Bored at night.
So, do you find sandwiches taste better when you're toking up with your reefer?
I never am not toking on my reefer, so I don't know what it's like with the other way. You know what I'm saying?
I've never done it at all before. Maybe we should do an experiment where you eat a sandwich when you're not high and I eat one while I am high.
Okay.
Let me take a hit and I'm gonna blow it into your mouth.
Okay.
All right. No.
Our lips touched, man. Our lips touched. If I would have my tongue out, we would have French kissed, man.
Hey. Come on.
This is my number. I have a van. If you ever need a ride or need some equipment taken somewhere.
Great idea. Hi.
So, Jared, how do you feel about Jimmy John's?
I wish I knew. I wish I had an opinion on it. Unfortunately, I do not. Because again, if I go in there, everyone will say, "Oh, take pictures. Oh, look, he's in Jimmy John's." Then I'll lose all the money I make because I am committed to Subway sandwiches.
Hey, I feel your pain. You know, sometimes you're so committed to the happiness of one thing and devote your whole life to enjoying only one thing and showing everyone in the world how good one thing is.
And then it strangles you.
Yeah,
Just
and
fucking takes you down.
and then they go on a podcast and they make out with some high fucking reefer head who has 3 billion Instagram followers,